Hello, hello. It is 15 after. Let's play a video game after this cutscene ends. Hi. I play every night at 7:15 Mountain Standard Time. The stream goes up at like 10 after. Gameplay starts at 15 after. 7 nights a week, as close to 7:15 as I can. And then Saturdays at noon, I play Horizon Forbidden West. Every Saturday, noon Mountain Standard Time. 7:15 right now for comparison. Let's see. I think when I get back to the dream, it's going to be on fire. Let's find out. Still got to figure out what I'm doing tonight. I was thinking about trying to get blood rocks from chalices. I think you can only do that once per character. Three chalices. There we go. It's on fire, as predicted. So we've gotten to that point in the game.
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Good hunter, your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins. Farewell, good. May you find...
Taking them to plus 10. Alrighty. I am gonna see if I can't find some more blood rocks. I had something pulled up because apparently I can get one if I go here, JRW FF KYP. Oh, why don't I meet the requirements? I'm gonna try it again. I must have done it wrong. Shoot. Whatever, you know what? That doesn't matter because you can do those literally any playthrough. So, you know what? I think it's time to just fight Gehrman and the moon presence. It's what it is. Let's see. I should put on actual armor. What to wear? I've never fought him, so I don't even know what this is gonna be like. Just wear all Canehurst, whatever. Well, I wonder what the moon presence is like, too. Is that going to be arcane? You know, we'll find out. We'll find out as we fight, won't we? Do-do-do-do. Maybe I'll just do it Fashion Souls. Go with my classic get up. That feels right. Whatever happens, happens. What else do I need to do first? I need to change out my runes. haven't gotten all the rooms. What am I missing? Like, if I do this, what am I missing? I guess whatever I'm missing I'll be able to get on New Game Plus. And that'll have to be, because I think all the chalices will stay wherever they're at, and that won't matter. So I just have to go over here and go through the gate. Oh, I gotta open my water. I've never fought him before, so I'm nervous. And then I gotta fight the moon presence. The gate's open. I'm nervous. Like, this is it. Once you do this, it's the point of no return. You beat the game, you're in New Game Plus, and that's it. Gonna have to redo everything. Oh well. There he is. We're gonna have a chat. We're gonna have a serious talk. What's over here? It's all glowy. Okay, enough dilly-dallying.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream. Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
I'm so nervous. What's it gonna be? You're so tall. Oh gosh, he's gonna murder me. This soundtrack is freaking gorgeous. Okay. I feel bad fighting a dude that's got a limp. Oh, no, 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 no. What's the glow, man? What's the glow? What does it mean? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, just exploding. No biggie. What the fuck was that? What are you doing?
You must accept your death.
What's up, Roman? This is my first time fighting Gehrman, and I died. Apparently, I must accept it. Apparently, so that happened. The soundtrack is so pretty.
Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on, good hunter. Farewell, good hunter.
Well, I got him down to 1/3 of his health. Let's see if I can't do it a little better this time. This is a strange stream, isn't it? Hey! That's rude! I just can't get over how pretty this music is. To be murdered to it. No, he's gonna explode. Okay. No, 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 no.
Just accept your death.
Nope, predicate. Hey, Gail, it's going. This is a tough one. I'm getting murdered. Not too hard. Thanks for the concern. Freaking whirlwind. Where'd you go? No! I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm not alive anymore. I have not finished on him. that game. I started it, but I did not finish it. He's tricky. I've never been good at hunter fights, and knowing that I have a second fight to go after this one... I mean, just like in the chat, I'm not sure. If you're on a computer, you can reply to specific people and like tag them. That's right, bask in the moon, buddy. This music is just so pretty. I can't get over it. I'm shaking too. No! I'm so glad I made it back from that. Oh, thanks to whoever did that. No, 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 no! Yeah, that's fine. Do your explosion. I'll just back up. Ha-ha! Did it! Now I can get the trophy for getting his sickle. Oh, I thoroughly knew it's not the end. I ate all 3 of them. I know I have another fight ahead. Fully aware. Doing the hardest ending first to get it out of the way. Hello, Moon Presence. Nice to meet you. I've never watched anyone fight you before, so this should be interesting. I'm gonna die. I don't have to fight Gehrman again, at least. Like, that's done. You're aggressive, though. This is aggressive as hell. Ah! No grabby, please. Ah! That was long! How'd you do that? That was so far away. Moon Presence cast Tail Whip. It was super effective. Angry. Who hurt you? Oh no, that doesn't look happy. That looks very upsetting. What are you doing there, friend? Ah, that was very powerful. How much damage did that last one do to me? I gotta look back at this. Hold on. Where was my health at before he killed me? That's super wild. Okay. What do I feel like? How do I feel about these? Oh, you know, though, I should get some runes and buy Gehrman's weapon real quick. Do I have to do it with runes or insight? Okay, it must be runes. Not runes. Oh my god. I've been playing too much Elden Ring. I haven't, though. That's the... There it is. I need to buy this. And all this. You know what it's time to do? I've always wanted to do this. You know what I should do first? I've always wanted to do this, you guys. I'm so excited. Okay. Wait for it. Did I just break this altar? No. Okay. Alright. Hold on. Let's... I hope I don't break my game doing this. I'm trusting the internet. I've always wanted to try this. Okay, let's try it. A little bit concerns me that it's like question mark names. But the internet swears that it's good. Supposed to just like... Why is my health non-existent? This is a weird place. I thought that once you go here, you just like wait a few seconds. Am I doing it wrong? I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to be in the other area. There it is. Oh, this was supposed to be like 80,000. 83,000. Thanks for stopping in, Roman. $23 HP. Okay, these guys are giving 20,000 apiece. That's wild. I thought that guy was the one that was supposed to die. Oh no, now I've been spotted. Is he gonna come up here? Because I have 23 HP. I thought that guy was supposed to get killed by the blades. I thought that was like the whole shtick. Well, this is still ridiculous. I just need to buy all of German's stuff. I think I'm doing it wrong, but I think I have enough souls to buy Gehrman's set now, and then some. I feel like I did it wrong though. I think I should be at the other lantern, shouldn't I? Let's give it another try. You are free to do what you want, Klaus. And to answer your question, Gail, yeah, I don't know if I want to quite beat it yet because I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Like, that should have popped the trophy. I feel like I'm missing... What am I missing? Some of the runes. And I don't know where they are. They're probably in Chalice dungeons. Let's give this another try. I did, I bought 2 blood rocks and I used 3 blood rocks. There! That is what's supposed to happen. Holy crap! This is hilarious. I just want to get 10 million souls just to have 10 million souls, because this is hilarious. I can't believe this exists. I'm going to fill up every single inventory item, and I'm going to go into this new game plus wealthy as hell. So anyways, if you too want to be rich, just get a Dumerian root chalice and type in password. Get some moon runes on. Triple moon rune. I just had to try it, but I wanted to like earn everything first. And I feel like it has been earned. I got to 1.3 million souls the old-fashioned way. This is hilarious, though. What's up? Yeah, I beat Gehrman, and I beat the Wet Nurse, and I beat the Orphan of Kos. You've missed a good bit the past couple of nights. I beat the Orphan on Monday night, and I beat the Wet Nurse last night, and I beat Gehrman tonight, and I fought the Moon Presence, and then I died, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try the thing. Just to try the thing. Rather than go earn the souls I need to buy the Burial Blade, I'm just gonna speed run the souls. And look at how much it gives me each time with 3 moon runes. This is ridiculous. It's hilarious. I'm dying. We're at 1 million. How are you? What have you been up to? Hello, Smith. Welcome to Chaos. Welcome to Wealth of Blood. Glad you've had a good hectic. I have also had a little bit of hecticness. That's why this is so cathartic. Normal is nice. I'm gonna clear out the Bath Messenger store. Oh, I plus 10'd my weapons. Oh, you started Elden Ring! Congratulations! I skipped the Tree Sentinel until I'd done a little bit of stuff. That makes sense. I can see why you would be doing that. Are you using a guide? Or are you just kind of figuring it out as you go? The Tree Sentinel area is... a lot of people invade there. Because you can get people when they're brand spanking new. This is hilarious. Look at my health bar right now. Like, can I even? Nope. This is so glitched. That's good. I went in without reading on anything, and I do not regret it. When I go back in, I'm going to read stuff now because I've done plenty without reading, and I kind of have no idea what's going on. Yeah, there's a person who's loading in their hitbox before they load in their actual figure, and so they're getting hit by a blade on a bridge before their asset even truly populates. And it's a hunter. Like a tomb prospector dude. $2 million! Not quite. This is hilarious. I started fighting the moon presence. Yeah, tomb prospector. I saw him with his hammer because the very first time I came in here, he didn't die. And he was just in there. Like, if you go to that lamp and come back this way, he doesn't die. He's just in there. I'm going to top off all my items so that my new Game Plus is going to be, like, awesome. And I can do whatever I want, very liberally. With no worries. I just decided, like, you know, it was worth trying. I feel like it's a rite of passage to experience. I feel like I'm a full person now. I don't know. I still have to kill the moon presence. And then I have to beat the game a second time. I have a character. I have a character that's right outside of Murgo's wet nurse. Like a level 200 character right outside Murgo's wet nurse. So I can get those two real quick, and then I just have one more trophy left after I beat it with those two, like with this one and that one. Then I just got to beat the game one more time, and I got to beat the queen, which we can do whenever we can do that together whenever you can play again. Because when you New Game Plus, then all the chalices stay wherever you had them, right? It was a fun time. Have you done them all before? Like, have you platinumed the game already, or no? Yeah, it kind of is harder to get co-op, and that's why, like, I don't mind the 30 FPS or the lower quality graphics. Like, although a remaster would be nice, but I want a remaster because it'll get people playing again and reinvigorate the co-op. I'm real excited. I've platinumed a few games before, but I've never platinumed a FromSoft game. And it's going to feel really freaking nice to have a platinum in a FromSoft game. Like, at first I was like, no, I'll never do that. That's like, but now I'm like, you know, it's within reach. Like, I can do it. And that's going to feel real good. Like, that Gehrman fight was hard. That Koss fight was hard. And I made sure to do them on my own. I beat Koss solo. Because I never, like, I was fine doing co-op and, like, cheesing stuff through, because I've fought all of those before. Lawrence, Ludwig, Maria. I beat Maria solo. So I had to fight Koss solo because it was my first time. I had to fight the Wetner solo because it was my first time. And I did. Gehrman solo because it was my first time. And I'm like, I'm actually getting all right at these games. By the end of it, I got a couple viscerals off on Gehrman, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Like, I've grown as a gamer. There's a sense of accomplishment from fighting them solo. And that's why I did my first playthrough of Elden Ring. I had a bunch of people watching me stream that were offering to come in and help me, and I was like, no, I really want to do this. Because if someone comes in and just one-shots a boss for you, or like cheeses it, or you don't get that sense of triumph, she said as she was cheesing soul farming. I'm 490 hours into the game now. I think I've earned a delve into the Kamjin. Moon Presence kicked my ass though. But it's because I only fought him once. I haven't gone back up against him, and he killed me because I didn't realize there's this attack he does that completely drains your health bar, but your rally stays up forever. And so it looked like my whole health bar was full. And then I thought he just one-shot me, but it turned out he had already one-shot me, and then he just took my last HP, and I was like very confused, and I had to like go back and rewind and watch the tape to realize what had happened. So next time I go in, I'm going to watch when he does the weird red glow thing. I got to heal. Because he staggered when he did that. Like, he wasn't moving for a minute. I'm very curious to see how the fight plays out, because I haven't watched anyone. Yeah, I'm in the glitched dungeon, and I've got 3 moon runes on, so instead of 83,000, I'm getting 140,000 every time, because I've got all 3 moon runes multiplying. So I'm getting like 170%. Exactly. So I got all 3 shit, but that's where I'm like, I don't know if I want to go back and fight the Moon Presence, because I'm like, am I missing, like, did I miss something to get, because I noticed there's some Carol runes that like have multiple strengths, and I don't have the strongest strength of them, so where did I miss that? Like, do I have to go back and do something I didn't do? Like, because it seems funky that I don't have all the strengths of the runes. So are they in dungeons? Like, do I need to be exploring? So I'm going to look into that. I definitely want to do Chalice Dungeons with you also, Gale. Are they? They're in the Chalice Dungeons. Well, that's weird, because we haven't found any runes in the Chalice Dungeons we've done, so are they like random spawns in certain root dungeons? Like, or is it just in the 2 dungeons we haven't been to yet? Well, and that's the other thing, is I know I need to look into gem farming, but I know like the Chalice Dungeons stay the same difficulty if you get to New Game Plus, and you can access them, from what I understand, you can access the Chalice Dungeons right away when you start a New Game Plus. I will absolutely play any of the Chalice Dungeons with you as well, Gail. Which I'm done actually playing. I'm just gonna keep doing this while we chat. And then probably another like 5-10 more minutes just for funsies. Because it's hilarious. But we're at the 1 hour mark, so I'm trying to keep them shorter this week. Which one are you saving, Gail? I'll do whichever one you want. Once my New Game Plus starts, I'll be able to buy Ritual Blood 4s and 5s too. They've definitely, like, rounded out the lore, added an element of intrigue. Is it a root chalice, Gale, or is it one of the standard chalices? Because we've done most of the standard chalices except for 2 of them. Well, and that's what I like. I want to start trying to find better gems. Because I've heard there's like plus 27% or something gems. This is so ridiculous. Gotcha. Curses and debugs. What does that do? I need more insight to buy materials. Debuffs. Okay, I was trying to figure out what word. And that was one I was thinking might have been what you meant to say. Because it's got the debuff and the curse, the health being 23. Where you can take 1 hit before you die. Did I tell you I plus 10'd all my main weapons? Yeah, I've noticed that there's that the wiki has the dungeon codes you need, but then I was looking at it, and the one I found to get a blood rock, when I tried to go to it, it said that I couldn't. Like I wasn't allowed to, so it's like got put on private or something, or it got taken down or whatever. The one I was trying was, what was it? to find a blood rock. It was called the Dumaru. Maybe I couldn't go to it because I haven't gotten the root. You know, I figured it's because I don't have the root chalice yet. That's what was happening. I just realized why it wouldn't let me, and that makes sense because it's the Dumeru Ihil root chalice, and I don't have that. It's all making sense now. I just put that together just now in real time. Yeah. No wonder. I'm like, I just clicked like, oh, I couldn't do it because I don't have that root chalice. Duh. Right. That makes sense. Yeah, we haven't, because it's, you get it in the course of doing the defiled. I'm not going to do this for much longer. I know it's got to be boring to watch. I'm more just thinking of like, what else do I need to do? Because now I'm like, well, there's some stuff I want to do before I kill the Moon Presence and get locked into a New Game Plus. But what do I want that stuff to be? Yeah, that's what I've just figured. This like just keeping my hands busy while we're chatting at this point. More just here to chat. Well, I hope that whatever you got goes smooth in your quite the day that you've got ahead tomorrow. I've got some weird stuff coming up too. I'm gonna start doing. I have to do a twice a week treatment, and the clinic is 30 miles away. I have to be there at 8 a.m. twice a week for 2 hours. It's like the only place I could find that does the treatment that's on my insurance. So that's going to be interesting. 4 hours in a clinic every week for the next month. And I get to go down to once a week. Hopefully this treatment works, because my insurance is giving them a lot of money. False depth dungeons? What do you mean by that, Carl? Very eager to learn. Only started doing Chalice Dungeons a couple weeks ago, and there's a lot I don't understand about it. But I've realized it's like where all the real intense building your character out stuff happens. It is what it is, Ona, but I appreciate the concern. It's the culmination of a really long attempt at treating a condition that has been thus far not responding. But this is a newer treatment that might help. So we'll see what happens. I just have to, you can't just administer it at home. It's just a medication you have to be given under monitoring to make sure that it doesn't injure you. So they like keep an eye on you while you're getting the medication to make sure that you're not dying, pretty much, in so many words. So go and sit there for 2 hours while they make sure that the medication didn't. Well, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to Yarnum to get blood ministration twice a week. In so many words. What am I gonna do with 6 million souls? No, it's not blood. It's not. Thank goodness I don't have to get poked with an IV twice a week. That would. I mean, I feel like at that point, if you're getting it that much infusions, just get a port, right? No. Although, with one of the conditions I have, people do frequently get regular IV infusions. That supposedly helps. Did I even get all the blood echoes that time? Yeah, they're still counting out. Okay. Nah, this is more you want to wear something real comfy, cozy, because the stuff they're giving me, it makes you a bit loopy. It makes you a wee bit loopy, and that's the other thing. I can't even drive myself. I have to get someone to drive me 30 miles each way twice a week. 31 miles each way during morning rush hour. It's going to be a fun time. It's like, well, bring a book. Yeah, I don't want to take a cab because I'm not going to be fully in my right mind for the ride home. I do need to talk my insurance because the ride is related to the treatment. I can get one through my insurance, I think. But also I've heard that scheduling can be funky. So like especially the first few sessions, I don't know how my body's going to respond to the treatment yet. So it's like it could be more than 2 hours. So like scheduling the ride, the first few treatments I definitely want to get with like a ride that's someone I know, so I know if I need like when I can schedule the ride home. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt, Gale. It's the whole reason your character came to Yarnum and signed the contract and got blood ministration in the first place. And went into experience that actually the thing I'm getting is going to be very, very similar, where I'm going to experience something that seems like it may be a bad dream. It has funky side effects that mess with your head. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting time. I like these tiles. I don't like that this one breaks the pattern. That bothers me. I'm really excited to have 10 million blood echoes. Yeah, there's a note. I'm going to go over there in just a second to show. Once I have 10 million blood echoes, seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. It's on the gurney that you start on. By the very first lantern. I feel like it's also part of the dialogue that you have with the very first guy that gives you the blood infusion before you wake up. Right when you start a new game. No, Dark Souls 3 was such a long time ago, and I co-opted with people who like cheesed much of the game for me, and so it's like all a blur. I don't remember very much of anything from Dark Souls 3. I feel like I need to replay. I need to do like play Demon Souls proper and Dark Souls 1 and 2, which I only have Scholar of the First Sin. I've heard Dark Souls 2 is a trying experience. Oh, I don't think I ever encountered that. I think I found all the factions, and I got the Onion Knight suit, too. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, remember that purpleness. Interesting. Those co-op mechanics are like, I came to all the games so late that it's like very confusing to me trying to wrap my head around all that mess with the different factions or covenants or etc. Can you unpack why, like, how that? I'm not sure if I'm tracking how that works quite. Should I use them to level up? I don't think that's what I'll be using them for. I'm mostly just doing it to have 10 million blood echoes for the humor of it. So close, so far away. You missed it, Ona. The other day, I got invaded because I was finally doing Murgo's Loft to get up to the wet nurse. So like the Mikolash, the post Mikolash lantern onto the wet nurse. And I got invaded, as happens in that area, and I beat the invader. I was very proud of myself. It was, first they were waiting for me. It was so awful. You know the part where there's 4 shadows of Yharnam patrolling together? Like, first you have to pass through 3 shadows of Yharnam, and then 3 pigs, and then there's 4 shadows of Yharnam. They were waiting for me. It was last night, and it would have been halfway to 2/3 of the way through. But so what I did is I ran all the way back, and I tried to see if I like went to the lower level all the way down the elevators, if I could somehow like get them to despawn, which didn't work. So then we ended up fighting outside of the mid-level where you enter the Murgo fight. The Mikolash fight, sorry, not Murgo. So we fought right outside where you would enter the Mikolash fight. And where the crows with dog heads are. It was yesterday, so it had been on stream 59. And it was towards the end of the stream. Because basically it was when I went to try and do, because I did a few rounds of farming Ritual Blood 4 from one of the chalices, that like a root chalice that had a bunch of bagmen kidnapper things. I'm at 10 million. And then I was like, I need to advance the game. Like, I'm out of stuff to do, pretty much. So gotta just admit it myself. Wow, 10 million might not be as powerful as I thought. Like, I'm already under 10 million. Jeez, that was a full fat million. Why can you buy multiple hand lanterns? That's ridiculous. Who would need 99 hand lanterns? That's ridiculous. Oh man, I spent them all. Back we go. Yeah, so yeah, you can have 3 people co-oping and then they get invaded. I need more than 10 million to max everything. Doing it for the sake of doing it. I just spent 10 million frickin' souls. I feel like this should feel more wrong than it does. It was like when they showed up, I just straight up ran, and then they didn't find me for a while. First they invaded, and it took them a while to find me. They started fighting me when I was surrounded by 4 shadows of Yharnam, and then I was like, nope, I'm not doing this here, so I ran. And then they did not catch up with me for a while, because I went and hid and healed up, but then they did eventually find me, and I realized it when I saw that the elevator was up. In the part where the 2 elevators meet, it's the elevator that you can jump out of. They were coming down that one, right as I came up from the one that leads to where the 2 Yetis are. I'd imagine, like, it's nice to, like, know that for my New Game Plus, I'm going to try and use items more, because I don't have to worry about the scarcity of them. And I'm going to try and, like, experiment more with how I play going forward. Well, that's the thing is, like, I'm 490 hours into playing Bloodborne. I think I get to hit up this cheese. Because I've done everything else without cheesing. Like, I fought Koss by myself. I fought Maria by myself. I am at a fairly high level, but I don't care. I didn't fight Maria by myself on this playthrough, but that's because I already fought her by myself. I earned it. Damn it. I definitely do want to max level at least one character, though, for the fun of it. Because it's just kind of ridiculous. I like the idea that on my New Game Plus I won't really need to worry about grabbing items at all also. So it'll go a lot quicker. I'll just rush to the boss. I like what the physics happened with the cape when you spin. That's funny. Do-do-do-do. What do you mean put on too many weights? Like, have you been, do you limit yourself? I feel like the return you get per level, like, really, really, really tops off after 50. Or depending on the stat, obviously. Like, there's caps, the soft caps and hard caps on each of the stats. Imagine how good this game would look with a remaster, though. Like, I'm just picturing like the lighting that they had in like the Dark Souls, the Demon Souls remaster. The detail. Update that character creation. Sportsman-like restraint to give your opponent a chance to fight back. Okay. I mean, there's definitely something to be said for each philosophy there. There's merit in either direction. That's the thing where, like, why I was so hell-bent on murdering my invader yesterday. Because a lot of times I'm just like, you know, I'm not here to be invaded. I'm here to play the game. And the invasions kind of ruin it for me personally. Because it's just not what I'm here to do. I'm here to play the story. But I understand why they're there. But in a place like Murgo's Loft, it's so frustrating. Where it's like you don't have a choice but to be invaded. And like, it was when the guy intentionally waited to, like, found me by the Four Shadows of Yharnam and came at me when I was engaged with them. I'm like, that's not sportsmanlike at all. That's super cheesy. It's not bad design. Like, it makes sense in the universe even. Like, they've got a pretty good excuse for why it's happening. Because it's like, in the world, there's the different factions that are fighting each other. Like, you've got your hunters of hunters and blah, 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 blah. And so, like, it felt really good to kill that guy because it was like the whole way he began the engagement. Like, there's been other people where it's like they're doing fashion souls, they got the blob head on and no shirt, and then they like come up and greet me with a gesture. But this dude runs at me when I was engaged in a fight with 4 other things. and starts whacking at me. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I ran and I hid and I healed and then I murdered him. Because it's like not even like the enemies don't necessarily attack, like they weren't attacking him. So it's just like if you gotta stack against me like that, what are we doing? It felt real good to kill him. And I wasn't even wearing armor either. I was doing fashion souls. Nah, it's like you die, but you can come right back. Like it's not. In most places, you can't get invaded unless you're seeking co-op help to begin with. Except for in 2 places where the Bell Maiden is automatically there. But you can play offline. And then all you have are scripted NPC invasions. But like there's part of the lore that like is like the hunters are fighting each other too, for various reasons. And there's definitely people that are like that, like I would consider Elden Ring, the people that are waiting to invade right outside the training area. That's like just not cool to brand new players. But that's why I think there's like the thing of like if you stop and see what you're actually up against and get a feel for what you're about to fight, that's going to be different. No, there's only 2 places where like you're forced into it, and both of them require a fairly invested level of skill to get to. And the thing is like, you kind of know what you're getting into when you play a game like this. Like, you know it's a challenging experience. And if you get killed, then you just respawn again. And all you lost was your souls. But, like, there's scripted invasions that are part of the game where it's an NPC invader that happen numerous points throughout the story because that's, like, part of what's happening in the world. And there's some that happen in Elden Ring that I was real proud of myself for surviving. Especially, there was one that was real unexpected and snuck up on me, and I didn't die. And I was very proud of myself, and it was stressful, but I felt real good about myself afterwards. Yeah, go for it. Invasion explanation. It's your bread and butter, so by all means. getting Ona's dissertation on invasions in the chat right now. So, like, I haven't really been invaded in Elden Ring except for by NPCs during some scripted events because I've never furl a finger for co-op. I try to do the bosses solo. So it's like if you're doing the bosses solo and you're not summoning help to work through an area, then you're not going to really get invaded very frequently. It's only if you're summoning in help for a boss. So it's like balances the game of like if you're pulling in assistance to get through an area, it's just a little bit of risk that you take in doing that. Are there not... Can you not invade in the DLC? Or just that there's not the same way that you could do it in the Nightmare Frontier or Murgo's Loft. But again, like, if you know where the Chime Maiden spawns and you take her out, then you won't be invaded. Yeah, I don't like games that have that, like... There was a trophy or, like, an item in Destiny that required you to do something in the Crucible or whatever it's called. And it was, like, super frustrating because there's some people who just, like, that their lifestyle was playing the online. Like, they got super good, and if you weren't, like, keeping right on top of the meta, you were just hopeless. There was no chance you could win it because it was like, I don't quite remember. I think it was Destiny 1. It was a shotgun. That one is RNG, isn't it? Like, they might come in as your cooperator, they might come in and the game decides you're blood-addled and they gotta take you out. Well, and that's kind of thing. If you're getting Elden Ring as a co-op game, like there's limitations to how much of the co-op you can do together. There's still areas of the game that you'll have to do solo because it's not necessarily like full-time free exploration co-op. It's like the co-op is limited to specific areas, kind of like how like if I summon in someone to co-op with me in this game, they can help me like in a certain area, and once we clear the boss, I can't pull them back into that area with me. So is Taunter's Tongue just like I want to be invaded and it doesn't even summon co-op? I haven't looked up anything about Elden Ring, and I haven't looked a lot into even a lot of the items in Elden Ring that I've found. Because I'm weird and I don't use items in games. Yeah, the only forced invasions are from NPCs, and they're scripted as part of the like story development. Like you either go to a certain area where there's an NPC invader, or you get to a certain point in the game and you get invaded by an NPC, sometimes in places where you might not expect that to happen. But it's part of the story development. But also, if you do get invaded while you're co-oping, like it's that person is going to be up against 2-on-1. Oh no, heck no, none of them are like that. No, it's just if you pull someone into co-op, then you could potentially get invaded while you're doing that. Is there something like finding the Chime Maiden that you can do to shut down the ability for someone to invade you once if you're using the finger calling, probe finger, whateverness? And that's the other thing is you can get. It's so much easier to get the currency that you have to spend to create the item to pull someone into co-op with you in Elden Ring because the materials to craft it are everywhere. But if you're playing something like Demon Souls, you want to stay hollow for most of it anyways, because you can only increase the dark light score if you die while human. Right? Like, because then that increases the difficulty for each area. So you basically just sign up for the fact that you're going to play with half health. Yeah, that's only in Demon Souls. I'm just making sure I'm like read a little about that. And I don't think any of the other games implement that. I'm just thinking about playing Demon Souls, so I was looking into it, because that remaster looks so nice. But I'm going to play a few games that are nothing like any Soulsborns after I finish Bloodborne before I start up in Elden Ring. Partially just because Elden Ring's a really long game. Maybe I won't do my Elden Ring stream as my evening stream. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do it like certain days of the week and then work on a different game other days. That makes sense. I figure like it's free with PlayStation Plus, so I might as well at least give it a try. Yeah, since you mostly play for invasions, that makes sense why you wouldn't really be too into it. Yeah, that's frustrating. You're spending souls to do the invasion with nothing in return. That was the nice thing about beating that guy, too. I got a decent amount of souls out of it when I killed my invader. It was a little bit of a sweaty fight. Like, we both had our moments where we healed. And then it was like, oh man. I had him down to like one hit left several times, but then like he got away and he healed. I do need to try. I need to revisit Sekiro and actually get good at the mechanics in it. It's just like you have to be perfect with the rhythm, and I'm not. I have freaking ADHD. I don't have the attention span Sekiro demands. Fun fact: if you play the English voice version of Sekiro, I'm pretty sure the voice of Sekiro is Noshir Dalal, who is Katalo in Horizon Forbidden West. Pretty sure. Have a good night. I learned a lot. Thanks for passing along what you know about invasions. I hope that your crazy day tomorrow goes all right for you. I think it's getting to be about that time for me. I might go spend what I've got and pick this back up tomorrow. I'm going to spend some time between now and tomorrow looking into how to get the other rooms before I kill the moon presence. I feel like I want to like complete all the stuff before I get stuck in a new game plus cycle. Thank you. It doesn't start until Tuesday. It'll be Tuesdays and Fridays, and then I'm not allowed to drive for 24 hours after I get it done. Thankfully, I don't have to drive for 24 hours after I get it done, but I do have an appointment like later in the afternoon the following day. I think I'll be all right, though. It'll just be very interesting to see how I respond to everything, because it's supposedly will help treat several otherwise untreatable conditions. It's a new thing that's more recently approved, and there's some off-label uses for it that help it might help 3 conditions I have, possibly. We'll see, though. Might not. Nothing else has helped them, but thanks for hanging out, everyone. I play every single night, 7:15 p.m. It's 9:20 now, for reference. I'll be back on in 22 hours. The stream goes up at about 7:10. Gameplay starts at about 7:15 every single night, 7 nights a week. It's our 513th night, I think. Every single night, except for the one time I took a 15-day hiatus in April. Feel free to hit like if you enjoyed watching, subscribe if you want to keep watching. No pressure to do either. I'm just here for fun. I want you to be as well, but it's definitely appreciated. Thanks for those that hang out in the chat tonight. Gail, Michael, Klaus, Ona, loved having you here, as well as the people that stopped in. Some new faces we saw as well. Appreciated just chatting about the game and the lore and the gameplay and all of that. It's the first time I beat Gehrman. We've had 3 firsts this week with it. Orphan of Kos, Murga's Wetners, and Gehrman, so we're making some progress here. So, you know what I might do tomorrow, actually, is I have this other character that I need to beat Murga's Wetners with. I've got the route to her opened up. I need to figure out how far I am with this character as well. Because then I might just not even have to New Game Plus it to get the platinum. We'll see. We'll see. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your night, or whatever time it might be, wherever you're watching from, whenever you may be watching. And I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye. And thank you for the well wishes on the treatment, everyone. I appreciate that. I'll let y'all know how it goes. Maybe not right away, because I don't know how long it's going to take for me to see any effect. But we'll see what happens. See you next time. Bye-bye.